The following program contains themes and images that may not be suitable for most audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok under the name Panda Pig Inc. And be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell for more videos. I mean, you know I love the shock value.
Yes.
You know, give me the shock factor. Whatever the phrase is, I don't know the phrases. Just give it to me.
All right.
I'll take it. What you got for me?
All right. So, Stephen Christensen.
Stephen Christensen. That's like such a simple name.
He's a financial consultant who worked at Consolidated Financial Services.
So he did a simple job with a simple name. All right.
It's a real estate investment company. So he had recently resigned from his position as vice president.
Okay.
There were rumors that the company was committing fraud. So that's some backstory. On October 15th, 1985 in Utah, a brown paper package with Steve's name on it is placed at the front door of his office. Inside that package...
This is real life?
Yes. Inside that package was a pipe bomb. It exploded.
Pipe bomb? A bomb in a pipe?
A pipe bomb. It's a type of bomb that can be put in a pipe. I'll have a picture of one later.
What kind of pipe? Like the kind for plumbing, or the pipe like you smoking?
No, like a big metal pipe.
Interesting. Okay.
I have a picture of one later that I'll show you. So it explodes and kills him.
Oh my god. Only him?
Only him. It injures, I think, another one of his coworkers.
Was this outside or?
Inside a building.
Inside a building, and only he got killed and other people got injured? That was it?
Yep. A witness in the elevator saw the man that delivered the package go up in the elevator. He was wearing a leather jacket. Okay. 2 hours later, Cathy Sheets picks up a package at her front door that had her husband's name on it, Gary Sheets. Inside the brown paper package was a pipe bomb that exploded and killed her.
Oh my gosh. So it happened again.
So Gary Sheets was the former business partner of Steve Christensen.
Oh, so they're connected.
The neighbor saw a tan Toyota minivan turn in the Sheets' driveway at midnight before the bombing, but he didn't get a good look at the delivery man.
Okay.
All right. The following day, Mark Hofmann, a rare documents dealer, opens up his car door to see a brown paper package. When he opens the door, the package falls to the floor and explodes. He's not killed, but he's injured. The tips of 2 of his fingers are blown off. A piece of his kneecap is missing.
What's his relation again?
It is in his knee. He's a rare documents dealer.
Okay. Rare documents dealer.
So I'm going to get into a bit of the evidence. So, if you look on the slideshow, I've got pictures of what each of them look like.
That helps. Sorry, guys, you don't get to see this.
So you can see what they all look like.
Steve Christensen, Cathy Sheets, and Mark Hofmann.
On the next page of that, you see what a pipe bomb looks like, okay?
That's a pipe bomb?
That's what a pipe bomb looks like.
Interesting.
So a mercury switch is found at the bomb sites. And what that is this glass ball that's filled with mercury. Mercury is a liquid metal.
Yes.
And when it tilts to one side, so it's like motion sensitive, when it tilts to one side, the metal completes the circuit and makes the bomb go off.
So then fidgeting with the package, boom.
Boom. So Gary Sheets opens the door, picks it up, boom. Cathy Sheets picks up the package, takes it inside, boom. Mark Hofmann opens the door, boom. Motion sensitive.
Wow.
So,
that's insane.
The gunpowder is sent for analysis, and it was found to be this brand called Hercules Bullseye brand. They found that the certain components of the bomb were a brand that's exclusive to Radio Shack. I think it was called Tandy. Kind of like how Walmart has Equate and Walgreens has their kind of own no-name brand.
Yes.
It's a Radio Shack brand. So they know...
It's just a general...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So know whoever made this bomb bought the stuff at Radio Shack.
When Radio Shack was a thing.
Yep. So they find that that there's someone who purchased all of the necessary components to make this bomb.
Okay.
And the man's name is Mike Hansen, and he bought the stuff at a Radio Shack in Holiday, Utah.
I've heard that name, Mark Hansen.
Well, you're probably thinking of Chris Hansen.
Probably.
The To Catch a Predator genius. So they get an address for Mike Hansen, but it's a vacant lot. Okay. So when a pipe bomb explodes, the ends of each side, because the pipe bomb is horizontal, the ends of each side of the caps pop off and it explodes in a straight line. Mm-hmm. So in Mark Hofmann's car, there's a hole on the passenger side of the door, and it showed a direct line to the injury in Mark's knee, which means that it would have been impossible for the bomb to have exploded in the way that Mark Hofmann said that it exploded. His knee would have had to be in the driver's seat, and the injuries in his hands basically show that he was holding the bomb when it went off over the center console.
What?
Okay. So Hofmann's home is searched.
Because now he's the suspect.
They find a leather jacket that matched the description.
Oh.
They found that he had the same car. And inside the van, they find a single flake of gunpowder.
What?
From the same brand. But he takes a polygraph test and passes.
What?
He passes the polygraph test.
Are you sure he didn't take it himself? He didn't ask himself.
No, this time it was law enforcement administered.
Okay.
But law enforcement's baffled. But they still find it suspicious because they've got this evidence that conflicts with his testimony.
Oh my god.
Testimony, goodness. So there's a few things we need to know about Mark Hofmann, okay?
Okay.
So he's a collector of many historical documents.
Yes.
Okay, lots of things to do with U.S. history. But mostly Mormon and LDS, Latter-day Saints, related.
Right.
So most people know that the LDS Mormon religion is a...
LDS is Latter-day Saints.
Latter-day Saints. It's basically a denomination of Christianity. It's very new. Mm-hmm. And he was so well renowned in the circles of, like, collecting rare documents as being reliable and an exceptional rare arts dealer, okay?
Okay.
So the LDS finds documenting their history really important because they're so new. Finding historical papers and documents is super important to their religion.
Right.
So Hofmann would make tens and thousands of dollars procuring these documents that cemented LDS belief systems, okay?
Okay.
However, he also found documents that discredited some LDS practices and beliefs.
Wow.
So people with an interest in maintaining, like, the status quo of the religion would pay Hofmann for the documents, put them in a vault, lock away the key.
What?
You know?
Just for status.
Well, not status, but because if, like, for example, if you have this... I think about an episode of The Simpsons.
Okay.
Where Bart Simpson... I can't remember what happens, and to be honest with you, I can't remember everybody's name. But Bart Simpson somehow becomes the smartest person in the world, and he discovers that God doesn't exist, and he starts putting out flyers. And his neighbor comes around, who's a Christian, is like, oh, we can't have this. So he just destroys the papers. Even if Bart Simpson truly found out that God didn't exist, he's like, well, I can't let anybody else find out about this. So it's kind of a similar thing where even if the LDS people believed that these documents, like, they still were solidified in their faith, they would see these documents as creating issue with current Mormon doctrine.
Right, like they just didn't want that conflict or anything like that. Just don't stir things up, no drama. Mm-hmm.
So documents that were found by Hofmann, like, they were analyzed by experts in their field. Even the Library of Congress found his stuff to be legit. So Christensen, the first victim, was a collector of documents from Hofmann and was scheduled to meet with Mormons on these things called the McClellan documents to certify the authenticity of them. Okay. So despite the fact that Hofmann's making all of this money from document sales. He's deeply in debt, and it's partly because he's got this lavish lifestyle. He likes first edition books, so he's trying to clear his debt. So he's trying to broker the sale of this McClellan collection.
Okay.
It's supposedly this exclusive group of documents written by William E. McClellan. He's a Mormon apostle who eventually broke away from the LDS Church. So Hofmann hinted that the McClellan collection would provide revelations unfavorable to the LDS Church. But Hofmann had no idea where the McClellan collection was.
Oh.
So after the bombings, documents procured by Hofmann are analyzed, right?
Right.
The scientists put ultraviolet light on the paper, and it turns blue. And under a microscope, they can see that the ink is only running in one direction. But other documents of that time...
What does it mean when it's blue?
It's just something that they've noticed.
Okay.
So, like, if you shine an ultraviolet light on one document and another, and one's blue and the other's not, that's just something to notice.
Okay.
So, and they look at the ink, and the ink is only running in one direction. Okay. But when they're looking at documents from that time... They're not glowing blue, and the ink is absorbed in all directions. So there's something weird between Hofmann's documents and the other documents. When they searched Hofmann's house, they found a recipe for an 1800s recipe for ink.
Okay.
So the scientists duplicate the ink, and they find that it's the same ink used in this document called the Oath of a Freeman, which is this historical document to U.S. history. And that document was authenticated by the Library of Congress. So Library of Congress is like, this stuff is legit. But the scientist finds that one of the letter M's looks like it was messed up from a photogenic process. So basically, Hofmann's forging all of the documents that he's procured. Good. He is fabulous.
Wow.
So the motive for him to commit these crimes was to buy more time so that he could forge these McClellan documents.
What?
But he got to and over his head,
Yeah, and he ended up
But this guy was such a troll, that the best example is this thing called the Salamander Letter. So he showed up in like 1984. Basically, this is just an example of him trying to mess with the Mormon Church.
Okay. Where
this Salamander Letter is written by this guy named Harris to W. Phelps. The letter is presented as a version of the recovery of these gold plates in Mormon history. And basically, in the Mormon history, they're saying that Joseph Smith talked to this angel.
Okay.
But instead, Mark Hofmann says that he was talking, that a white salamander appeared to him.
What?
So he's messing with this church so bad that he took out an angel and was like, nah, Joseph Smith did not talk to an angel. He talked to a lizard.
A lizard? Oh my God.
Is bad. So
that'd be someone like placing Adam and Eve like, no, so really they were actually dinosaurs.
Yeah. Basically.
That were fish.
Basically.
Fish like, dinosaurs.
He just trolled. But the thing is, what people say is like, he was not extroverted and boastful. Like, he just seemed like some nerdy guy who dealt with documents.
Quiet guy.
Quiet guy. But on the inside, he was this raging troll.
You know what I'm kind of imagining? I don't know if you've watched Office Space. Have you ever watched that movie?
Yes.
You know the guy with the stapler?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought of. The guy who just mumbles like... I
could see it.
But he keeps to himself and he's quiet.
I could see it.
That's what I think of.
So anyways, at the end of the
glasses. I don't know.
You know what? I think it is the glasses.
I think it's the glasses.
Yep.
Maybe that's it.
Yep. So at the end,
if you guys look up a picture of Mark Hofmann, you'll see a picture that I'm looking at. He has glasses.
That's
and I'm like thinking of
HOF.
Yep. HOF man with two N's.
Two N's.
So So, yep. If you guys want to look them up, Steve Christensen, Cathy Sheets, and Mark Hofmann. Mm-hmm. I honestly feel bad for Cathy Sheets' husband because he probably has survivor's guilt.
Oh, yeah. He just died recently, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a sad.
He was older.
Yeah, I feel like survivor's guilt, like that.
Yes.
It must suck to know, like, that was for you and your wife got killed.
Well, and the thing that sucks too is he only sent it to Gary Sheets as a misdirection. He didn't even want to kill Gary Sheets.
So
I mean, he didn't need to kill Gary Sheets.
Mark Hofmann's just messed up.
Yeah, he's messed up, and...
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's in prison. Well, hold up. Wikepedia.
He made... Oh, Pigapedia.
Pigapedia
in the process. I was trying to think of other names for your true crime segment, like Prue Crime, True Pig Crime, and then I was like, if I go Prue, it almost sounds like prune, and I don't want you to be a prune. That'd be Prune Crime. No. Yeah. True.
So Mark Hofmann's only 66. Oh. So he's still alive. Remember, this was the 80s.
Yeah. This was not that long.
Yeah,
still.
So he got convicted and everything. He's not going nowhere. But what cemented it was they found a receipt from a printing company in Utah that was connected to Mike Hansen. Remember the dude from the Radio Shack stuff? Yes. But included Mark Hofmann's phone number. So, got him.
I feel like it could have been that simple. Just look at the receipt.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the whole idea of, like, the Sheets bomb being the misdirection was what made me think of...
Wait, that's what they called it, is Sheets bomb?
No, the bomb that went to the Sheets family.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
So you feel like that was the misdirection?
That was the misdirection that made me think of...
Because it had nothing to do with them.
Yes.
That's interesting. I thought the misdirection was going to be, oh yeah, Mark Hofmann is a victim here.
Well, he didn't mean to blow himself up. He came up with the classic blunder that most bomb enthusiasts have, is they blow themselves up.
Yep.
It's so common.
When you think you're smart, but you're not that smart enough. You're not a Hodgins. Even Zach blew himself up, but we are good to that.
Most of the time, they just blow themselves up in their own homes.
Yes.
But anyways, if you're interested in the Hofmann case, I watched a Forensic Files episode. If you're watching on Netflix, it's Collection 5, Episode 5. I also listened to a podcast by the Parcast Network. It's called Con Artists. They have 2-part episodes on Mark Hofmann. One episode is totally dedicated to the first part of his life, second episode on the crimes and stuff. There's also My Favorite Murder episode about it. It's episode 76. So if you guys are interested in looking more into those, you can check out that stuff.
Check them out. And you could also come back to us. Just let us know if you find something more interesting facts and maybe we didn't talk about them and you want to let us know.
Yeah, because there's a lot more to the Mark Hofmann document forging thing that I didn't get into. So if that's your thing, go check it out.
Let us know. But yeah. I think we can wrap up this episode. That was a very interesting
On to the next one. I'm ready for the next one. We'll
see you guys. Well, not see you. I hope, whatever. What term should we say?
Let's hang out again.
Let's hang out again next week.
And like I said, if we haven't turned you off yet, don't turn us off.
Turn us on.
Let's stay turned on together.
We'll see your... whatever. We'll end up in your speakers.
Do we turn you on?
Do we turn you on?
Because we'll be here next week.
All right. Tune in next week.
All right.
For Pig and Panda. Pig and Panda. For the heart and the bones.
Signing off.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Next week on The Heart and the Bones.
Mentions a thing. He says, enjoyment is the opposite of suicides.